This short video is on the desktop and some Finder operations. We're going to cover several things about Windows and how to close them and open them. And we've created a desktop here that's kind of a mess, but we want to do that on purpose because that happens all the time. You've got a lot of windows on top of each other. So Ann, can you help us on what's the difference between minimizing, making a window smaller on the dock, as opposed to hiding? Hiding sounds good. What does that mean?
Okay, so let's talk about minimize, hide, close, and quit. These are functions that are all very different and used for different purposes. So we all know probably that we can resize Windows just by grabbing the bottom of it and making it resize from either way. That one doesn't want to do it very well. Okay, like that. All right, we can also move our windows around by grabbing them from the bar at the top and moving them around the screen. All right, so let's say that I'm working with my notes, but I don't need to see it right now. I just want to hide it and get it out of the way.
What's the value of doing that? I mean, why don't you just quit it?
Well, if I quit it, then I have to go back and reopen it.
Ooh, that takes some time.
Sometimes programs like Word or whatever take a long time to reopen.
Okay.
So just get it out of my way for now. Command H hides it.
H for hide.
It's gone.
Good.
Okay. You'll notice though, if I look over here, I can see that it's still open. You see these little white lights next to these icons? Yeah. That shows that these programs are still open and active. So if I want to get it back again, I can just click it. And there it is.
That's neat. Okay, Command H hides it, and clicking shows it.
All right, so now we've got our three little buttons up here, red, yellow, and green. And if we want to minimize something, I can click on my yellow button. And you'll notice that it slipped right back into the dock over here, where it's waiting again for me to bring it back if I want to bring it back.
Okay, but I guess if you had lots of minimizes, your dock's going to get full of icons.
Exactly, right.
But if you need to get to a certain window of that program, then that would be a good feature because you could just open that one you want as opposed to hiding the whole program.
Right, okay.
Okay, people got to figure out what they want to do.
Okay, so now let's talk about closing a window. And let's see, let's pull up, you said you have something in Excel.
I do.
Okay. And so we'll open that up and then we can talk about the difference between closing something and quitting something.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see what recent items you have open. So let's click up here under File and Open Recent, and we'll look at this folder, this file called Calendar.
Okay. So minimize, you look for the yellow dot.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's do the red dot, which means close.
Okay, close the document.
Okay, so now I've closed the document, but you'll notice that I still am running Excel up here. Now, this is a big difference between the Windows operating system and the Mac operating system.
Yeah, because usually when I quit my last window in the Windows operating system, it closes the app also.
Right.
Right?
Okay, so sometimes we'll get people that come in and they'll say, oh, my computer's so slow. And we look over here in the dock and they have about 15 or 20 programs that are open and running because they closed the document, but they did not quit the program.
Okay, so if I really want to quit a program, what do I do?
Okay, so anytime in the Mac, any program at all, the quick way is just the Command Q for quit.
Can you show me on the dock where that
or we can go up here, and you'll notice right here it says to quit Excel, which is Command Q.
Okay.
So Command Q closes all open documents, and I'll notice that down here it is now quit, and it's not taking up any space in my memory.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so we did minimize, we did hide, we did close, and we did quit.
Okay, is there any other way I can manage what programs without clicking on the dock over here? What programs are working, what they're not working? How do I get to them? Is there some special way?
Okay, so let's talk now about something that's called the application switcher. Okay, and I can't tell you how many times I see people that have a document under here somewhere and they pull this window over and they pull this one down and then they pull this one over here. And
They're trying to dig
they're
down.
trying to dig down to see a window that's underneath there from another program.
Right.
Okay, well, this is a wonderful wonderful feature here. Okay, you hold the command key down with your thumb and you press the tab key one time with your finger.
You keep the command key down.
Hold the command key down.
What are all those pictures?
Okay, so here, these are showing all of the programs that I have active on my machine right now. Every time I press tab, it goes to another program. So if I want to see the program Excel, I click, there it is. If I want to see calendar, whoop, there's my calendar brought to the front. There's my notes brought to the front.
Oh, this is going to save a lot of time.
So I don't have to dig down. All I do is use my application switcher and just stop on any program that I want to stop on.
Okay, so if I touch the tab key, nothing happens. So what have I got to do here?
Hold down the tab key, or hold down the command key, press the tab key, brings it up, tab, tab, tab,
So it's
tab,
command down
tab,
and tab touch.
Yep.
Great.
Okay. Stop for this one.